Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last session, we learned some interesting facts about our friend Blackwall. Turns out, he's not Blackwall. Interesting. Interesting twist there. And then we headed to the Emerald Graves, which we are, well, a second ago, were in. But it is a new day, so all my timers are going to be up. So let us start off by heading back through the mystical loading screen of doom and into Skyhold. Set up a few new things there. And then it's back to Emerald Graves exploration, which will probably take a while, I imagine. I don't know. Have any of these... I guess Fallowmire was the shortest. That was like... Fallowmire is easily my favourite. And I mean, I guess the fact that it was the shortest... My favourite out of the, like, open areas, I mean. And I guess the fact that it was the shortest probably plays a role in that. But it was also, like... It was more of a linear story, even though it was an open zone, but... It wasn't wide open with a million things to do, which, yeah, I definitely prefer that style, so... That's been the only one that's really been like that, though, so, yeah. I don't have much hope of there being more in that vein, but... We shall see. Right, Truth or Dare, the Endgame. Ambassador, once again I find myself indebted to the Inquisition. My soldiers seized Blanchard's estate and found a great deal of Tevinter coin as well as red lyrium, the disposal of which necessitated burning the manor to the ground. Convey my regards to the Inquisitor, along with the hope that we shall go hunting together soon. Gaspard de Chalons. Amulet of Power. Who's that for? Is that for me? A whisper from behind the throne. Nightingale. The infestation is gone with no inconvenience to the locals. Rector. Miniature mask. Alright. And old Cullen boy. Note to Skyhold's gate guards. I hear the Mayor of Crestwood's been found. When he comes in, stick him in the holding cells. Let him stew there until the Inquisitor brings him out for judgment. Ooh. Jailer Blythe. 60 gold. Woohey. Right. So. Unmask those across the sea. These are all Leliana ones. What do we want to do? Let's see who we want to do this one first. The Consequences of Blackwall's Lie. A letter written in fine hand and lightly scented, signed by Josephine. The issue of Tom Rainier has been settled, but his deception has had far-reaching consequences. Had we not used the Grey Warden treaties, we might not have found ourselves in so awkward a position. As it is, I receive daily messages from all quarters demanding we make reparations. We must do something. Scribbled beneath, signed by Cullen. I'm sorry, did we embarrass a duchess at a soiree by stepping on her crown? Or was the sky torn open and Haven beset by an ancient darkspawn magister? We needed the gold. We needed the men. You would have persuaded someone to part with them, with or without the treaties. We are not making reparations for doing what we had to do. What no one else could have done. Don't forget, we are now allied with the Wardens. If we had no authority to conscript before, we do now. Okay, so, Josephine, do we want the Inquisition to survive beyond Corypheus' defeat? We won't always be at war. Why alienate allies when it would take so little to appease them? Let us return what was taken under false pretense and put these treaties aside. Or, we step forward, not back, no apologies. What happened with the Wardens gives us more authority than ever to use the treaties. I mean, here's the thing. Cullen is right, but I do think that what Josephine's saying about, like, okay, so we could do this now, and we'd get away with it now, but then, at some point, we're going to win. And then we need to, like, have allies, because otherwise it'll be like, they'll just try and tear us down, because there's no longer... The threat that we were created to face, if that's gone, then people are... Unless we have allies, then people are going to be like, hey, how about you all fuck off? So, if we want to survive, then we've got to appease. So, we'll go with Josephine for that. Right, let's unmask these bitches. This was the Leliana one, yeah? They're clever, we know that. They have resources. We'll have to strike hard and fast before they know we're looking. Coordinate effort, hitting all the leads we have at once.
Inquisitor.
Go, go, gadget, Leliana. And now it's time to play Find Something Cullen Can Do. My favorite game. Does this sound like something Cullen can do? A letter from the Inquisition Apothecary Elan Vimal, directed to the Inquisitor alone. Inquisitor, I am not by several estimations of character a nice person. As they say, one must have a past to carve a future. Do they say that? Perhaps I should clarify that I say that, and for my own reasons. I am here, and I serve. I trust that you see the value in that and would invest in protecting it. Certain resources of mine are in the hands of another. Said person helped create my recipes. The value of my work is lessened if it is duplicated elsewhere. It is not a matter of recovery so much as denial. Who knows who might receive benefit of this brewing doppelganger? You are free to ignore this situation, but would it not be better for the resources of the Inquisition to be unique if this person were simply gone? The location of a freehold follows in the name Isthmus Goodson. Josephine, if we have doubts about this person, it is a simple matter to have a local lord imprison him in relative comfort for the duration of our concern. We're hardly in a place to be precious about a single life. You decide what serves our course and we will see it done. The hold is near to Vinton territory that is unknown or in dispute. If we are to hobble this person on a hunch, raise the fields, but do not stoop to outright killing. Yeah.
To work?
Yeah. Go gadget, Cullen. Alright, alright. Right, how were we doing on the inventory? Please tell me we cleared it out. Okay, we cleared it out fairly recently, that's good. Oh, right, we can judge, whatchamacallit? Boop. Boop. It's judgment time!
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
A severe crime either way.
What he did can't be overlooked, no matter the motive.
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood? Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
Give him to the Grey Wardens. The best I can do is exile. Ferelden can lock him up. I'll give him a clean death. I don't know. It's a tricky one. Like, he is right. There's no cure for the Blight, but at the same time, like, there's no way that no innocents died, and drowning is fucking horrific, man. Like, I think out of all the ways that, like, is plausible that you could die, like, obviously there's some insane shit that would be terrible, but, like, plausible ways that people die, drowning has got to be, like, the worst one. That has got to be my biggest fear, is drowning. Like, that's just yeesh. So that's just the fact that you just willingly be like, oh well, you know, like, there are other ways. Even if you wanted to do that, there are much more humane ways of doing it, and even then, like, I doubt that innocents weren't caught up in it. So I mean, another one for the Grey Wardens probably isn't a bad idea.
The Blight was your undoing. Let it also be your means of redemption. I give you to our allies in the Grey Wardens, to fight Darkspawn until the calling takes you.
I don't deserve the honor, your worship, but I'll do my best.
Being burned alive is another pretty bad one, but that's somewhat. I feel like that's probably less likely to happen than drowning. Well, I guess house fires happen, but yeah, no, drowning is like my #1 worst way to go. Right, let us head back to the Graves of Emerald, and we can jump to here, right? Yeah. Boop. We did have Iron Bull, but there was a Cassandra thing, right? I'm pretty sure there's someone we need Cassandra for here, so let's bring her. Let's bring her. Burp, burp. I feel like the Emerald Graves is probably the prettiest area we've been to so far. Just pretty thick, lush, green, verdant forest. Right. Okay, so that was above us, right? This landmark? Yeah. Bum ba 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 bum. Oh wait, is the person we need to speak to above us as well? Wait, it's documents. Am I being blind?
Why not?
Was it just over here? Oh, it was just over here. A torn page. Needed more elf fruit, so I went with him to the grove by that strange rock on the road that looks like a grumpy old woman smoking a pipe. Freeman were there. They didn't see us at first, but the Greer stepped on a twig. I didn't think that happened in real life, only in stories. That damn twig. I barely got away. Didn't like having to tell Fairbanks we lost the herbalist. Shit, they're gonna kill us all one by one. Unfortunate. A difficult announcement. I'm sorry to tell you of the lives we have lost. Gertrude, Chauvin, Devon, and Jacques were taken by Sister Costio's men while hunting. They are dead. I pray the mercy have Maker? I pray the Maker have mercy on their souls. The Freemen are preparing for something, stocking up on supplies and men. Patrols range further each day. Be careful where you go. When you forage, keep close by. To prevent more deaths, we must look out for each other. The soldiers among us, have volunteered to guard and patrol Watcher's Reach, so the rest of you stay safe. With heavy heart, your friend and protector, Fairbanks. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Is there a rune around here?
They say the war is over. May this lift you.
Map of Watcher's Pass. Well, I will probably never find that, but sure.
I can't believe he's making us hide out here like mice.
I hereby claim this view of a waterfall.
Just like that.
Wolf Falls. Even with countless gallons of water rushing down over it for centuries, the wolf statue remains intact. Magic, perhaps? It's the dreaded wolf. There's got to be a rune around here, right? Why else would there be a Veilfire thing? Battleground State. It seemed a bitter twist of fate to discover that half of Thedas does not consider my homeland a nation at all. Qunari maps depict the island as part of their territory without any ambiguousness to the claim. I can only assume this is because all islands within the Buric Ocean naturally fall under their jurisdiction. The Tevinter maps, meanwhile, still proudly show the entire island as part of the Imperium, even though Imperial control outside of small pockets is little more than fiction and changes whenever the Qunari return their attention to the area. Imperial reports speak of fog warriors, as if we were beasts, little better than darkspawn or dragons. Dangerous element of the wilderness, best avoided or eliminated, but ultimately of no consequence. It angers me to read these things, as is a land that has been shaped by war as no other. Long ago, the Imperium came, and after centuries of trying and failing to turn us into compliant Imperial citizens, the Qunari came instead. They conquered Saharan and attempted to convert us. Neither side succeeded in taking our freedom, and though battle after bloody battle have ground our ancient halls of wisdom practically to dust, we still dream of the land that was. The fog dancers who travel with each band of warriors regale them with the legends of old and keep the songs of our people alive. They say that the griffins of the Grey Wardens came from Saharan. They tell us of the ancient curse of Nahar that brought the fog, and the promise that will one day lift it. They speak of the March of Four Winds, of the lost people who fled to the Northern Islands, and the great heroes who learned at the feet of the elves. Are the old tales true? We may never know. All that remains of the land Saharan once was is gone, but I know we will make them true someday. From A Land of Fog by Brother Ashor Vel. Vel. Do-do-do. Oh, Veilfire rune. Where art thou? Veilfire rune. Maybe there isn't one? I don't know.
Can't believe the Inquisition's here.
I feel like the odds are strong that there is one. I don't know why they'd put a Veilfire thing there if there wasn't, but...
And weapons to yourself.
Man, I really like the look of this place. Hello! That was weird. Where did the sound go for a second there? Hello?
might have to look into this.
Yoinkers. Elf Rude. How many is that now? 26. We're getting there. We can almost build a fucking garden. What a great day. Hello? Red dot? Do we have to fight that? I'd rather not. Rhyme, crime. Right. So, let us go to that. Was there a question mark around there? Maybe I already got it. Elf Root. 27. It seems like this area is one where Horsey wouldn't help so much. It's quite dense. Oh, it's an astrarium. Hello. What was the rule about these things again that I figured out? Wait. Hello? Can I not use it? What? Why can't I use it? Is it because I'm in? Is it because it thinks I'm in combat? I think it thinks I'm in combat. Can you guys kill whatever the fuck? Is there really no like disengage from combat button, or can that thing just run away? It's not running away, is it? Motherfucker! No one's trying to kill it. Woohoo. 4 XP. Thank you for making me kill that to progress, game. Boink. Okay, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this one doesn't exist. Aside from that, it's all crisscrossing. Okay. So we want to start at an odd number, I think was the rule. So, I guess we go here. This is actually a tricky one. This is actually a tricky one. Okay. Huh. This is actually a really tricky one. I'm trying to map it out in my head before I do it, but it's not proving... Oh, this one's fake as well. It's not proving too easy. Okay, so the only place I can go from there is there. And I'd have to go to there, and then there. And then from there... Okay, we're down to the last few bits now. I'd have to go down... to there, and then over here, and up here, and down? Is that good? Is that easy? Ah! Easy! Never mind. Not as hard as I was expecting. Owing primarily to the popular Orlesian tale of the same name, the constellation Alluvia is commonly referred to as Sacrifice. During the Glory Age, folklore told of a young woman saved from a lustful mage by being sent into the sky by her father, after which the mage killed him, hence the sacrifice. The daughter became the constellation, depicted as a seated woman with her head in the clouds. Prior to this tale, Alluvia was thought to represent Razikael, the Tevinter old god of mystery. And the constellation was the source of many superstitions involving the granting of wishes. Pog. Okay. This was up top, right? We need to figure out how to get that. I can't have that just sat there. I must get it. Looks like there's no way. This is a cliff, right? elfroot.com 28.
Don't look for trouble.
How do we get up? There has to be a way up top. It's literally like it's part of the camp. These. Oh, hello.
Sometimes
if only there was like a ladder.
I've been killed when our farm was attacked.
If only. Boink. I hate that there's not a sprint, man. She moves so fucking slowly. I sleep. I hereby claim this random plank of wood. The Watcher. I don't know who first called this place Watcher's Canyon. I know it's named for the strange hooded figure overlooking the ravine. No one knows who he is. People in these parts always refer to him as the Watcher. He must have had an elven name. Perhaps he was one of their gods. None of the elves here can tell me. I don't think they even know anymore. And this cave, Watcher's Reach. Well, he's reaching down into it, isn't he? Maybe with him guarding us, we'll survive this war. From Fairbank's journal. This statue, this dude here. Yeet!
Inquisitor.
Wait, there aren't tents here to replenish. Fuck, I forgot this isn't an actual camp. Whatever.
At least the walls over.
Okay, so next port of call is... Got Red Lyrium, we got Book, we got Red Lyrium, we got Viridium Mine over there, sure. Sure thing.
We're watching you.
Mike Wazowski, I'm watching you.
That's what that reminds me of.
Always watching.
I don't know why. I must have just watched Monsters Inc. so many fucking times as a kid that whenever anyone says something along the lines of watching you, that just pops into my head instantly, every time. Landmark! Landmark. Oh, don't be a pain in my dick. I hereby claim this statue of something. The Guide. Historians have been unable to identify the mysterious and cloaked pointing figure in the Emerald Grave. Some believe it a representation of the elven god Fallon Din, known as the Friend of the Dead, or the Guide. Others believe it an elaborate elven joke, its punchline lost to time. What? Why would you believe it to be a joke if you have no idea what the joke is? Weird. Hello! I see a bunch of people that are about to die. Imagine living your whole life, making it up to a ripe old 30 years or however you are. Then you meet me. Nightmare. Thanks for that, Cass. That's very helpful there. Into the mine, mine, into the mine. Hey, hey, hello, goodbye. Surprise! Scrawled note. You've heard how the Dalish would hang trespassers. Hung them from trees, is what they say. Would you believe you can still see them? I swear on the Maker's beard, when I saw that face in the tree, I just about pissed myself. The screaming face of a murdered bastard right in front of me. I was afraid if I stayed long, I would hear it howling. I hadn't even been drinking. Don't believe me? Go see for yourself. No, I don't think I will. Greetings, miners! Howdy! Man, I love the spell effects in this game. They're so pretty.
Taking advantage of the chaos of war.
Soul Kisser. One-handed warrior. Alright. Do I just see 3 exclamation marks? Fuck me. Cass. What up? No. Never mind. That is bad. I did. Holy fuck, that's a lot. From Sister Costo. Hugh. Yes, I know what Duheim thinks about the people in Watcher's Reach. He's wrong. The refugees think us monsters all because of Duheim and his like. If they get in the way, I suppose we must eliminate them, but we will not hunt them. We will not murder them unless they force our hand. I hope you understand. Okay. Just touching that, just no dialogue or anything, just find the Freeman villa, okay. As I have said, there is no reason to worry about the other Freeman's cells. Since we are in the Dales, I shall invoke the heathen philosophy of Vir Adalin, the way of the wood. Each tree is part of a greater whole. It is the same with us. We are all part of a greater plan. The Dales will be ours, that I promise. Copium. Hello, Gertrude.
Please. The guards had a key. It's over there. You're going the wrong way.
I'm just collecting this vital mosaic piece, mate. Any keys?
No, the other way.
Bruh! Which way? I go left, you say wrong way. I go right, you say wrong way.
Yes, yes.
Alright, don't fucking cream yourself
You're
too
going
hard.
the wrong way. Not that way. Yes, that way. Yes, that way. Yes, yes.
Yes!
Keep going.
Yes! Oh, God.
You have it. Please, please open the door. I can't stand it in here another second.
Go to Argon's Lodge. It's really weird when you pick up something and it just gives you a quest and there's no text, no dialogue, no nothing. Strange. Strange. Aight. Well, that was easy. So, we've got the villa over there. We've got a letter before it. We've got a primeval lyrium near it. Then probably over here. Maybe wrap around here a bit. What was that one? Oh, the lodge. That's the plan. Greetings! Sploot. Spliggity splooty. Right, there's a letter somewhere around here in the big purple circle. It's everyone's favorite thing. What the fuck? Did that just get cancelled? I didn't know that was possible. My fucking electricity attack got cancelled halfway through. Fucking cry about it. Discovered the Peacewood. Not so peaceful. Oh, it's time to claim some random shit. Alfred 29, bitch! We're almost there. I hereby claim another fucking statue. Andraste's mercy. Elves were guilty of the greatest sin of turning from the Maker, but we will show them mercy, for that is what Andraste teaches. From a sermon given by Sister Amity. At the conclusion of the shit march. God, this stuff looks so good firing out its, like, fiery, icy thingies. Monthly report, Master Kells. Numbers are fantastic, sir. Trade's booming with all this lyrium showing up. Maybe it's red instead of blue, but people are still buying. That mage we picked up can look into what good color means. He needs to start earning his keep. We have more coin on hand, too. No need to pay off some greasy dwarf, since the red stuff isn't from the deep roads. Must be killing them. Someone struck lyrium up here and they're not getting a piece. Ha ha ha!
It claims this red lyrium's not coming from the deep roads.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. What the fuck does that mean? Curious. Curious. Okay, well, we're right next to this thing, so let's fucking have it. Motherly encouragement. Investigate the fatal fall. What is this, Fortnite? Okay, that's over there. Well, we're kind of going off track here. Let's go back down this way. Hit up that. Move around. Something like that. Boink. 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 Boink, 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 boink. Burr, 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 burr. Why did that tune just jump into my head? I don't know. Questions I ask every day about many tunes. Oh, it's another landmark. Oh, it's a bunch of people to kill. Hello, you're all about to die. Sucks to be you, bad life choices. Blocked? What do you mean blocked? Oh, hello, you're a fucking large fucking boy, Jesus. Wait, I thought there was someone else. Is there no one else?
That's one way to solve the problem.
Scribbled notes. Did you hear? Sister Costo has fallen. I'm surprised it took so long. She was soft. Unfortunately, we also lost the rats we were going to send to Suladin. We have to make sure this doesn't happen again. Villa Key and Glittering Darmalin. Unique Great Axe. Don't think that's as good as what Bull is already using. 10% chance to gain Walking Fortress is alright, but only a couple seconds, so whatever. Wait, shouldn't we have got orders from that as well, or was it all the same orders? Oh, it's all the same orders because they want you to see it. I hereby claim another statue, this time of someone with a severe headache. Even Mafrath the Betrayer had a part to play. Who are we to say elves do not? From a summon, blah blah blah, okay. Oh, I do like to get a load of orders. Especially when they're all the same one. Duheim's notes. August has made progress in the Exalted Plains. We are together in this, but Maker's Breath, how that irks me. That weapon, or whatever secret is hidden in those glyphs, is mine by rights. Maleficent trusts me most. Bah, he won't have it. Not while I live. Right. Let's check out this villa then, shall we? Oh, hello. I thought everyone was already dead. Bye. Hello, bitches. You alright? Wow, you got melted. Sucks to suck, my dudes. Villa Moral. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. I am the one. I feel the sun. Please don't. What have we got inside the villa? Oh, what have we got inside?
The Freeman's leader should be holed up here. This place has seen better days.
These men are thugs. What do you expect?
Okay, can we open... We can open some of these doors.
I haven't heard anything from the plane. Have you?
No, nothing recent anyway.
Gee, I wonder why. It's because they're all fucking dead, bitch! Surprise! Easy. Easy money. Pages from Lord Moral's journal. Journal of one of the villa's former owners, the current occupants tossed it aside. Artem is the very soul of discretion. I could have a Templar to dinner and they'd be none the wiser. If the Templars haven't gone off to do Maker knows what, I might try it. Valerie complains, but the Empress herself has such an advisor. Why not me? His services are useful and no one could better ensure our security. No matter, the distractions of the city will ease her mind soon enough. How'd that work out? Greetings! Got him. Oh, hello. There's a whole bunch more. Jesus.
the last of them.
I'm guessing that was the man in charge.
We've struck a blow against the Freeman.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Red Templar orders. Letter bearing the Templar seal. Having a chat with Maleficent. Make sure everything's running smoothly. While there, see if any of his men might wish to volunteer their services and emprise de Leon. We could always use a few more. Be discreet. Maleficent's still useful. I doubt he'd remain so if he thinks we're stealing his soldiers.
Red Templars? Why not?
Seems we interrupted their meeting with the Templars.
They weren't expecting us. Whatever they came for might still be here.
Alright. Let's have ourselves a little fucking look-see then, shall we? Okay, that's a lot of shit. Jesus
Let's look
fuck.
around. Part of a key.
Huh.
There's a rune inscribed on it. Or part of one.
The Exalted March of the Dales. The Chantry story of the Exalted March of the Dales paints a picture of the righteous faithful arrayed against heathen savages. But I've long studied the Dales, and I find the acceptable version of the tale to be a poor one, laden with overt pro-Chantry and pro-human biases. Thus, it is my moral imperative to propose an alternate interpretation, that the Exalted March of the Dales was nothing more than an expansionist ploy hiding behind the mask of faith. It is easy to see on any map how large the Dales are. More importantly, they stand between Orlais and the rest of the south, and would likely have presented a significant obstacle to the Empire's expansion into Ferelden. Naturally, we stood to benefit from propagating the narrative of a hostile, unreasoning people, attacking innocent missionaries, and making blood sacrifices of good Andrastian babies. The likely truth is that the elves merely wished to maintain sovereignty over lands promised to them by Blessed Andraste herself, when the humans showed clear intent to undermine their autonomy. Of course, the elves reacted by becoming increasingly isolationist, which suited the Empire perfectly. Here was a kingdom that spurned diplomatic overtures, and that refused to lend aid during the Second Blight when the Darkspawn attacked Montsemard. The Dalish kingdom could not be anything but a dormant threat, one that needed to be crushed before it awoke. Scholars point to the massacre at Red Crossing as the impetus for the Chantry's declaration of an exalted march on the Elven kingdom in the Dales. They conveniently ignore the fact that no one alive truly knows what happened at Red Crossing, or why the elves attacked. The Chantry's response to the Elven aggression that resulted in the slaughter of hundreds was predictable. But in light of my thesis, perhaps we should re-examine the events of Red Crossing and wonder if the attack was truly unprovoked, or whether it is possible that someone saw benefit in sacrificing an entire village to justify the subjugation of an entire people. Surely not! Surely not! Why? Why does this exist? Why? Why? A letter to Maleficent. Maleficent, I'm sending men to discuss some changes. Nothing dire, you'll find the demands perfectly reasonable. We're willing to compensate you for any inconvenience. I want our relationship to be mutually beneficial. It's been going so well, each of us with our crusades. Nice art. %% cooldown modifier. Chance on hit. Taunt all enemies within 8 meters for 4 seconds. Well, that's a warrior thing then. The wearer of this amulet regenerates mana or stamina at a higher rate. Wait, it's not a warrior thing. It's restricted to rogue or mage only. But rogue and mage are the two that don't want to taunt all enemies. What? That's weird. That's never getting used.
Red lyrium.
They must have been smuggling it for the Templars.
Not anymore.
An official appraisal. A note addressed to the villa's former owner lies next to an unusual device. Lord Morrell, I posed a few questions to my contacts in the White Spire. Discreetly, of course, lest they want the piece for themselves. From what I can gather, the device, rustically dubbed a Lyrium Emperlan, is meant to restore broken runes. They are not widely used. Some suggest that if a rune were affixed to an object, the device could restore the item itself, although I was unable to confirm the truth of this. This is purely academic, as it requires a mage to function. It is nevertheless a rare piece, prized among the collectors of curiosities. I trust you are pleased with the purchase. Well, we need to find the other fragments then, which looks like are now marked on my map, so that's good. Maleficent's journals. Kept several journals. This is detailing the founding of the Freeman of the Dales. August and I have established outposts in the Emerald Graves. We are spreading the word to both armies. I'm sick of good Orlesian men and women dying for someone else's cause. It ends now. Orlais should belong to us, the people who defend her borders, who till her fields. If we're to fight and kill for something, let it be that. Several pages later, Templars approached us. They are not the order I knew, but they have offered weapons and gold if we help bring their supplies through the Emerald Graves. If we are to free the Dales from the grasp of nobility, we need what they have to offer. It's a deal with a demon, but our cause is worthwhile. Well, aren't you a smart cookie? The long walk to Halam Sharal. Only 65 of our group made it to Halam Sharal. Some gave up. Some sickened, especially the little ones. Bandits stalked us. My mother, forgive me, I had to steal food. Oh no. Oh, how terrible. A child fought me for extra scraps of bread. A few days later, I carried her for miles after her legs gave out. She died shivering in my arms. Fuck me. I used to have a master, a mage. He fed me well, never beat me, even taught me how to read so I could do his accounts. But if he had a theory or a spell he wanted to test out, he'd give out his daggers, have the other servants tie me to a post, and carve furrows into my skin. Why would you lead with, oh yeah, he fed me, he never beat me, oh we'll bury the lead here that he also tied me to a post and carved me up, but he never beat me. Have the other servants tie me to post, carve furrows into my skin. I was so afraid. Every time, I was sure I would die. But at worst, I'd collapse, get bandaged up, and lie in bed too weak to move for days. The other slaves visited me in secret to survey the damage. I'd healed just enough before he needed blood again. This is why I travelled from Voldorma to the Dales with nothing but ranks on my back. That is why there were 105 of us when we set out, all elven. That is why I fell to my knees and wept when we crossed through the gates of my new home, a village for my people. That is very weird. If someone was doing that to me, I would not put that, like, lower down the list of things I'm talking about when it comes to that person. I may, in fact, lead with that. Jesus. Jesus. Yoink. Sexuality in Thedas. What I find most interesting is that despite the lack of open discussion on matters of human sexuality, there is a commonality to be found on the subject in all Andrastian lands. Typically, one's sexual habits are considered natural and separate from matters of procreation, and only among the nobility, where procreation involves issues of inheritance and the union of powerful families, is it considered of vital importance. Yet even there, a noble who has done their duty to the family might be allowed to pursue their own sexual interests without raising eyebrows. The view on indulging lusts with a member of the same gender varies from land to land. In Orlais, it is considered a quirk of character and nothing more. In Ferelden, it is a matter of scandal if done indiscreetly, but otherwise nothing noteworthy. In Tevinter, it is considered selfish and deviant behaviour among nobles, but actively encouraged with favoured slaves. Nowhere is it forbidden, and sex of any kind is only considered worthy of judgment when taken to awful excess or performed in the public eye. Yeah, I mean, maybe don't be fucking in public, but aside from that, do what you like, basically. 11, no thank you, but by no thank you I mean yes please, because I will take it to sell. Boop, boop, boop. Malafant's journals. The time he spent as a sergeant of the Imperial Army. I see Laurent's death in my mind all the time. The man who killed her. One of the usurper's soldiers was familiar. I wouldn't be surprised if I once shared a drink with him. Isn't that how it is now? Brother against brother. The priests tell me to remember Laurent's life, not her death. So I tried to recall years past, the countless times she saved me. The day we first met, when I was a young recruit who almost pissed himself at her barked orders. Because of her, I learned discipline and control. She instilled in me a pride in what we did. She taught me how to use a sword. More importantly, she taught me how to keep it sheathed. She was fearless, strong, regal, and she was cut down like a common peasant by someone we may have once known. Will anyone remember her? Will Celine? Some pages later, there is a new soldier in our battalion, Gordian. He's an odd fellow, with an accent I can't place, like he'd spent time in the marches. Doesn't matter in the end. He's been a comfort listening to me talk about those who died. He also lost friends in Celine's war, and he's tired like we are. He said a very wise thing. There is no war without soldiers. The Empress can't wage her war if we refuse to fight. Orlais should belong to Orlesians. So that's like the moment that he decided, I guess. Is the implication there? That is when everything changed. got to be in here then, right? Indeed. Find a way to reassemble it. Well, we know where to do that. Yoink. Yoink. There's no way through, motherfucker. Oh. Boop. Wait, is that not it? What? I placed it. Ah, energize. Find a use for the key. Now that, I don't know. Somewhere around here? Been here maybe? I haven't been in here.
What have we here?
Oh, was that door locked before maybe? 33. Now that is good. Is that in fact better than what I've already got? Oh, it's the same as what I've already got. Oh no, it's one better. Same cunning, same range defense, but one armor rating higher, so thank you very much. Me. Dorian, you have 23. Cassandra, you have 28. Solus, you have 25. So Dorian gets the biggest upgrade here. Cool, cool. There's no other upgrades, are there? No. Lovely jubbly. Loovely jubly. Holy mother of God. That's a lot of shit. Sure. Right. That's it then. We are done with the villa, I do believe. Where's the door? Here's the door. Back into the Emerald Graves we go. What will we do next? I think there's a red lyrium thing around here, right? There's like a bunch of lyrium and a bunch of letters. And I'm not sure what main quest stuff there is left. I say main quest, you know what I mean. Like larger zone story stuff. Rather than go to the Astrarium. Go to the red lyrium. Right, there's something... Right, there's a lyrium literally right there. And also, it is the penultimate one. And I think the other one is just like... somewhere around here, isn't it? No? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought all of his were here, but I guess not. Oh, no, it is. Right, yeah, of course, it's marked. Duh. Cool. Cool, cool. So we are almost done with his personal quest. Very nice, very nice. Hey, yeah. Lovely. Right. So I guess we head far to the west, and then we wrap up and around to that, and then yeah, do that kind of thing. Although, of course, we are now faced with Big Fuck Off Cliff. Is there a way through Big Fuck Off Cliff? Maybe if we go via the camp. There's a camp right there. Surely we're able to get around to there from there. Surely camps are usually put in... what's the word? Like, through points? fucking bitch. As we slowly walk, very slowly walk, very slowly walk through the villa. Very slowly walk, very slowly walk. Hard in Hightown, Chapter 9. Donan Branokovich was running out of leads to chase. He had only 2 weeks left until retirement. Just 2 weeks to find the man who'd murdered a magistrate and a Hightown nobleman, if Captain Hendalen didn't kick him from the ranks first. The dock stank of piss and rotting fish, as foul as the men and women who had worked there. But that was where Donan had to go to find the raider Captain Belladonna, who had broken into the Comte de Favre's home. The Dragon's Jewels was a big boat. She liked big boats. The pointy bits towered majestically over the water. That roundish wooden part seemed like it could crush armadas beneath its... shit, I don't know, wood. It was the greatest boat in the history of boats. But even from the dock, Donan knew something was wrong. He ran up the gangplank to find a dead sailor on the deck, and a blood trail leading down into the hold. Donan drew his sword and followed. His eyes still hadn't adjusted to the dimness of the lower decks when he tripped over a second dead sailor, stabbed in the gut and left where he'd fallen. The body was still warm. The ship creaked with every swell of the waves. Donan held his breath and crept deeper into the hold. He barely deflected the blade in time. Steel rang against steel. Donan parried a second blow, still half blind in the low light. The third swing got past his guard and left a wicked slash in his forearm. "Nobody attacks my crew, you flaming pile of dog shit!" the attacker swore, and Donan recognized her voice. "Hold! Kirkwall City Guard," he shouted, barely bringing up his blade in time. "You again?" Donan's eyes finally began to adjust, and he could make out Captain Belladonna. She was clutching her ribs with her right hand, a dagger in her left, and was covered in enough blood that Donan was sure it wasn't all hers. She glowered at him. "Could have used a guard not 5 minutes ago. Useless as ever." She grudgingly lowered her weapon. Donan sheathed his sword. "Who did this?" "Don't know. Didn't care to ask," she sniffed. "Bastard killed 2 of my men before I cut off his hand and he bolted." She waved indifferently toward the rear of the hold. "It's over there somewhere." "Did he take the comp's shipment?" Donan asked. "No. If that's what this was about, you can have it." She limped over to a trunk and removed a bundle of cloth tied with twine. She threw it at Donan's feet. "Good riddance." How the fucking fuck do we get through these hills, man? Am I supposed to go like... I mean, there's cliffs all along here. I think we just have to follow it around, and at some point the cliffs will end, I guess? Oh, good. Well, there's no way over this wall. That's good. I really love when maps are designed like this. Oh, number 30! Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Fade. Rift. Fade. Rift. Can't hit both, can we?
Make it!
Nope. We're getting there. We are almost level 19. I hereby claim another look at a waterfall. Silver Falls. No elven treasure was hidden beneath the falls. That ridiculous tale lost me 6 soldiers. If I find the man who started the rumor, I'll kill him myself. kind of does look like there's something behind that. Is there?
There must be something here.
Reminds me of the public baths in Menrathus, but colder.
Hooray, it's a bottle. 20 out of 29. Woohoo. Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Did I mark
Heard
there
about
for...
Haven, the darkspawn monster, an archdemon, the whole town destroyed.
That convinced you to put your blade away?
Actually, Rue, I'm going to join the Inquisition.
Yo, based? Omega based. Okay, it's got to be around here, right? Right. Please? Is this a Skyrim horse moment? Can I make it up there on my own? No, we're good. Bada bing, bada boo.